Hello, my dear Rockstar students. I hope you're all doing amazing. Welcome to this special series, SCMP Super 100. Here, we'll be discussing the top 100 practical questions of SCMP, which are going to be comprehensive and going to be very important from your examination perspective. I'm Tabish Hassan, a chartered accountant by profession and a teacher by passion. And the chapter we're going to discuss now is going to be Modern Business Environment. So now, before we begin, let's begin with a small quote. What if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly? We always think of the negatives. We always think, what happens if you do not clear? What happens if this doesn't happen? But think of what can happen, what might happen if you clear that. Yes, there are obviously going to be two possibilities, but we should always think of what will be the impact if you're in a position to pull off the things. Trust me, success, no matter how many times you fail, you can fail hundreds of times. You only want one success to answer all your failures. So just keep that in mind, my dear students. So with this in mind, let's begin with this discussion, which is going to be Super 100 questions from the chapter Modern Business Environment. So let's begin with the first question, my dear students. But before we start, yes, one quick reminder. Yes, this is going to be a super fast revision of all important adjustments of the top 100 questions of SCMP. We'll not be discussing any concept. If you want a discussion on the concept, refer to the marathon revision chapter Modern Business Environment. It is already uploaded on our YouTube channel. And for more such videos, obviously there are super 100 questions of different chapters as well. You can refer them and take advantage. So now let's begin, everyone. So first question, we have to calculate cost of quality. Yes, so all for the year 2019-20, they have given us the data. The data we have to classify and put under different headings. Either it could be prevention, appraisal, internal failure, external failure. Warranty claims, okay, is going to be external failure cost. Fine. Employee training, I'm giving training to my employees so that they do not produce any defect, means is going to be prevention cost. Rework, defect is produced, but I'm working on that so that it doesn't reach out to customer. Internal failure cost. Lost profit from lost customer due to impaired reputation. External failure cost. Cost of rejected units. Production is over, but the goods are rejected. Internal failure. Sales return processing. Obviously, I've made the sales. I'm getting it returned. External failure. Testing. The moment you see testing, inspection is going to be appraisal cost. For the next year, they're coming up with a new quality program. There, what all is going to happen? All these costs I'm going to incur. If I incur these costs, these amount will be saved. Fine. Inspect your raw material. Now, I've told you one thing, students. The moment you see inspect, check, you're going to put it as your appraisal cost. Re-engineer your production process to improve the product quality. You're preventing defects from happening, prevention cost. Supplier screening and selection. You're selecting your supplier in such a way that he doesn't give you any defect. Is going to be your prevention cost. Preventive maintenance of plant. Yes, before the production starts, you're doing preventive maintenance so that there is no defect at all. Again, is going to be my prevention cost. Fine. If we do that, all these costs will be saved. What all will be saved, students? Reduction in lost profit. That means my external failure cost will be saved. Reduction in rework. That means my internal failure cost will be saved. Reduction in warranty. That means my external failure cost will be saved. Reduction in sales return processing. That means my external failure cost will be saved. So firstly, prepare a cost of quality statement for the year 2019-20. This one, I can prepare a cost of quality statement showing the percentage of total cost incurred in each category. Every category, yes, inward show every item, outward show the total cost, calculate the percentage. Fine. Yes, prepare a cost benefit analysis of the new quality program showing how quality initiative will affect each cost category. Yes, these are going to be the additional cost and these are going to be my benefits. So we've already told under which heading they are going to come. So what we'll do is, yes, all my cost I will show in one column, all my benefits in the other column. So what is my net cost or net benefit, I'll be showing on an overall basis. Fine. Yes, and the third part of the question is, state how the manager will trade off amongst the four different category of quality cost. Yes, how manager is going to trade off, students? Obviously, if we incur more cost, yes, more cost of good quality, cost of poor quality automatically reduces. If I incur less cost of good quality, cost of poor quality automatically increases. Same thing is being explained. Prevention appraisal, if I increase, internal external failure cost reduces. then I can explain all these things. Yes, so obviously I can tell if I incur cost for good quality, brand reputation, brand image is going to increase, and I can also talk about optimal cost of quality, telling striving for zero defect may require huge amount of resources. So from practical perspective, yes, we'll have to go for optimal cost of quality. That is the point at which the overall cost of quality is minimal. You can just have a look at this once. And what are the measures that can be used to reduce your non-conformance cost is going to be TQM and TPM. Again, a reminder, students, we are just going to have a super fast revision of the questions. So if you want to know the concepts, obviously marathon videos are there, and this is from your last day perspective. So if there is any student who is listening to it for the very first time, obviously it's going to go like a rocket. Okay, so better refer to the regular classes. The next question that we are having is a beautiful question, my dear students. So have a look at this. Really beautiful question. Okay, company is producing a product. Yes, what all it is incurring? Material is 35, labor is 25, variable overheads is going to be 15. That means the variable cost to produce the product is 75, it is selling at 90, contribution is 15. Fine. Company is forecasting next year how many units will be sold? 28,000 units will be sold. Fine. However, to satisfy this demand, more units has to be produced. Why? Because some of the units produced will be defective. Fine. What all information is given? 12.5% of the items delivered to customer will be rejected. Okay. And they will require free replacement. Replacement cost is 5 rupees. 20% of the items produced will be faulty. And 10% of my direct material will be scrapped. Okay, all these details are given, and to overcome this, what has to be done for future? Yes, proposals are also given. Fine. Now I have to prepare a expected cost of quality statement, and I have to tell whether to accept the proposal or not. Obviously, I will see currently what is my cost of quality, in future what is my cost of quality. Yes, wherever my cost is less, I will go for that. As simple as that. Okay. Yes, read the question once properly. Based on that, let us try understanding. Now look at this. Pay attention. Simple. Now, how actual flow will go? Firstly, I will purchase my raw material. Yes, based on that, I will issue my raw material to consumption. Based on that, goods will be produced. Fine. Once the goods are produced, the goods will be delivered to customer. Once goods are delivered to customer, customer will accept the goods. Yes, sorry, it could be possible. I have produced the goods, but I decided, yes, these goods are faulty, so I am not delivering to my customer. Could be possible. I have delivered the goods to customer. Customer is telling, okay, specification is not matching. He is sending it back. Ultimately, current scenario, yes, how many units my customer wants? Customer wants ultimately 28,000 perfect quality units. For that, how many units has to be delivered? If you see simple cross multiplication, it is, if you see question is telling, yes, if 100 units are delivered, 12.5% of the items delivered are rejected due to specification failure. That means how many items will be accepted, students? Only 87.5 units will be accepted. How many units we want to be accepted? We want to, yes, our customers to ultimately accept 28,000 units. That means how many units we should be delivering, students? 28,000 into 100 divided by 87.5. That is 32,000 units I should be delivering to my customers. Is it clear, everyone? So if I deliver 32,000 units to my customer, from that 4,000, that is 12.5% he'll reject. Yes, that means 28,000 he'll be accepting. That means how many units I will be sending to my customer, but my customer will reject? 4,000 units. Is it clear, everyone? What kind of cost is this? This is going to be my external failure cost. 4,000 units is going to be there. Now on every unit, what is going to be my cost? Firstly, I have produced and I have sent to my customer. So yes, variable cost of 75 per unit I have incurred. Now again, yes, I have to replace this item free of cost for that 5 rupees. Means altogether it is going to be 80 per unit. So 80 per unit into 4,000 units. Is it clear, everyone? So I'm telling, okay boss, 28,000 units customer has to accept, means 32,000 units I have to deliver. If I have to deliver 32,000 units, how many units I have to produce? Why? Because again a check is there. What is question telling? 20% of the items produced will be discovered faulty at inspection stage. That means if I have produced 100 units, 20 of them will be discovered faulty. That means how many units will be of perfect quality? Only 80. How many units? Yes, that means how many units I'll be sending to my customer, delivering to my customer? 80 only. I want to deliver 32,000 units to my customer. That means how many units should I produce, everyone? 32,000 into 100 upon 80, 40,000 units I have to produce. Everyone look at this. So if I produce 40,000 units, 20% of that, that means 8,000 units will be discovered faulty. Yes, balance 32,000 units I will deliver to my customer. So 8,000 units I have produced but not yet delivered to my customer. That means what kind of cost is this, students? It is my internal failure cost on 8,000 units. What is lost? I have produced. That means variable cost of 75 I have incurred per unit. So into 8,000 units will be my internal failure cost. Is it clear, everyone? Yes or no? Now going to the final point, I am telling, okay boss, 40,000 units has to be produced. 40,000 units have to produce, right? Okay, fine. That means I am telling to produce 40,000 units, 40,000 raw material will be required. But wait, there is one more twist. They are telling 10% of the direct material will be scrapped due to damage. That means if I am purchasing 100 units raw material, I have paid to my supplier for 100 units. How many raw material I'll be effectively be in a position to use? 90 only, because 10% of my raw material will be scrapped during storage. Only 90 will be of perfect quality. How much raw material we want of perfect quality? 40,000, because 40,000 finished goods have to produce. That means how much raw material I should purchase? 40,000 into 100 upon 90, 44,444.44. So if I purchase 44,444.44 units of raw material, yes, out of that 10%, 4,444.44 units will be scrapped, 40,000 will be of perfect quality. Now 4,444 units are scrapped. Every unit which is scrapped, how much is the cost? 35 rupees. This will again be my internal failure cost. Is it clear, everyone? Same thing has to be done for my existing as well as proposed. Now remember, I'm not going to explain the complete question. It is going to take time. But whatever is the most important adjustment, I'll be telling, so that based on that, you look at the question, you will be in a position to answer. Now understand the approach, my dear students. Yes, first you guys will read the question. You will understand the question. You will try solving the question by yourselves. After that, you will watch this discussion. Here, within 5 minutes, I've finished the question. Yes, you will understand the most important areas wherein you had confusion, you had doubts. Now, based on that, you solve that question again. This is going to be the right approach, students. Always remember the right approach. If your approach is wrong, no matter how many videos you watch, it's not going to be of any use. Just keep in mind, before you watch the video, read the question once for yourselves. Is it clear? So based on this, I'll give my recommendations on financial factors. If I go for the proposal, yes, my cost of quality is increasing, so I'll tell don't accept. But from a non-financial perspective, yes, if I go for the proposed, yes, item, what will happen is my cost of poor quality will reduce. That means in the long term, yes, my overall brand reputation profitability is going to increase. So I'll tell, consider both financial as well as non-financial factors and accordingly take an informed decision. Is it clear, everyone? Should we continue? Let's go to the next question, students. Again, a beautiful question. Yes, could be asked. Very beautiful question, students. So, I want one component. 3 different suppliers are there. Which supplier will I select? Obviously, the supplier where the cost is less. Cost per unit, wherever I am getting minimal, I'll go for that supplier. Fine. So, 3 different suppliers are there. What is the price they are quoting for 100 units is given. Fine. In that, how much percentage defects are there? That is also given. Fine. If defects are not detected, yes, it will be issued to production. Damage will be of 200 rupees for 100 units. That means damage is going to be 2 rupee per unit. Fine. Altogether, how many units are needed? 12,000 units are needed. Fine. This is what is happening currently. However, there is a proposal. What's a proposal? We are telling, if we want, we can introduce a system of inspection. Yes, to introduce inspection, how much is the cost? It is 26 rupee to inspect 100 units. Yes, such an inspection will be able to detect only 90% of the defective components. That means 10% defects will not be detected even after implementing inspection. Fine. No payment will be made for the components which are found to be defective. Tell which of the, yes, whether inspection is justified, which of the supplier should be selected. Obviously, I'm not going to give you the complete answer, but whatever is the most important calculations to be kept in mind, we'll be doing here. Now, I'm taking only one particular supplier. The first supplier, assume DE Limited. Yes, purchase price first. Currently, what am I paying? Yes, currently to my supplier. Yes, I'm going to pay him. I'm assuming that 12,000 components I'm buying. Okay, fine. Yes, how much I'm paying? I'm paying 240 per 100 components. That means I'm paying him 2.4 per unit. Like that, how many units I'm buying? 12,000 units. So I'll pay here 12,000 units into 2.4. Yes, I got the goods from my supplier. I got them to the company warehouse. Yes, company stores. Yes, am I doing any inspection? No. Yes, of the goods that DE Limited has given me, how many percentage will be defective? 3% will be defective. Yes or no? That means 12,000 components have purchased. Yes, 3%, 360 will be defective. That means how many will be of perfect quality students? 97%. That means 11,640 units will be of perfect quality. Fine. Yes, purchase price I have paid. Now what is happening? Yes, I have not detected my defects. That means the 360 defects are there. Because of my defects, I'll be incurring my defect cost. How much is my defect cost, students? Yes, damage is 200 per 100 components. That means my damage is 2 rupee per unit. So it is going to be 2 rupee per unit into 360 units. So I'll get my total cost. Yes, this total cost I'm incurring for effectively how many units? I've purchased 12,000 units, but am I in a position to produce 12,000? No. Effectively, I can produce only 11,640. So my total cost I will divide by 11,640. I will be getting my cost per unit. Say 12,000 into 2.4, 2 into 360. So 29,520 divided by 11,640. I'm getting effectively 2.53 per unit. Similarly, I will do for 3 suppliers. So wherever cost is less, I will tell if you are not doing inspection, go for this particular supplier. Is it clear, everyone? Now, if I am going for inspection, what will happen? Everyone, pay attention. Yes, this is very important. Now, same thing is going to happen. Yes, I will go to my supplier. How many units I am going to purchase? 12,000 units. I am taking the first supplier only, D Limited. How much he is telling for every unit? He is telling 2.4. I am telling fine. But now, before the goods enter the company premises, yes, we are having an inspector. He will come and inspect all the units. Okay. Yes, normally, how many defects will be there? 3% defects will be there. That means 12,000 units are there. Normally, 12,000 into 3%, 360 defects will be there. But whether the inspector can detect all the defects? No. Altogether 360 defects will be there. In that 90% of my defects into 90%, 324 will be detected. That means 10% of my defects, 36 will not be detected. Is it clear, everyone? Got the understanding? Now what will happen? Everyone? 12,000 units I got. Inspector is checking all 12,000. In that, how many defects will he detect? In reality, 360 defects are there. But whether all the defects he will be in a position to detect? No. He will detect only 324 defects. So he will return it back. Defects detected. He is telling these 324 are defects. Yes, take it back. I am not going to make payment. Fine. How many defects are still not detected? 36 defects are still not detected. That means effectively, how much perfect quality goods are there? 12,000 units I got. In that altogether, how many defects are there? 360. That means how many perfect quality goods are there? 11,640 perfect quality goods. Till here, is it clear, everyone? Now, when I'm paying my purchase price, think and tell me on how many units will I be paying purchase price? Yes, 12,000 units I've received. Whatever defects I've detected, I'm sending it back. So on the balance quantity I'll be paying, yes or no? So I'll be paying on 12,000 minus 324. That is purchase price I'll be paying on 12,000 minus my defect detected. 12,000 minus 324, yes, into 2.4 per unit I'll be paying. Now inspection cost, they have told inspection cost is going to be 26 per 100 units. That means it is 0.26 per unit. Inspection cost on how many units I should be paying? All of you guys think and tell me. Yes, inspector is inspecting. How many units he is inspecting? He is inspecting all 12,000 units. Yes or no? How many goods are entering the, yes, company premises? 12,000. Complete 12,000 he is yes, inspecting. That means my inspection cost will be incurred on complete 12,000 units. Fine. Yes, next. Defect cost. Yes, defectives are costing. Yes, how much it is? 200 per 100 units. That means 2 rupee per unit. How many units? How many units will be damaged? Only 36 units. Yes or no? Because altogether 360 units are, yes, defective. 322, 324 I sent it back. Only 36 was undetected. Only 36 was issued to production. So my damage will be only on 36 units. That is on my defects undetected. I will tell it is going to be 36 into 2 rupee per unit. This is 12,000 into 0.26. Yes, I'll be getting my total cost. My total cost I should divide by my effective output. Ultimately, how much effective quantity I've got? 11,640. Total cost divided by 11,640. I'll be getting my cost per unit. Is it clear? Again, advice, yes, from a financial as well as non-financial perspective, you can just have a look. Yes, whatever solution is given in the study material is very lengthy. We have broken it down, made it into small, simple points. Is it clear, everyone? Should we continue? The next question that we are having is on the concept of theory of constraints. Again, if you want the conceptual discussion, go to the marathon video. Here we are going to quickly solve the question. Company is producing two products, Z, D. Fine. Yes, machine hours available is only 4,000 hours. Machine hours is my bottleneck. Fine. What all data they have given for both the products? Selling price is given, material cost is given, machine hours per unit is given. Maximum demand is given, and how many units online demand we have already accepted. Already committed order. Can I do anything? I've already committed. It's done and dusted. Need not think about that. Okay, for my balance resource, I'll think what can be done. Fine. Total factory cost is 1,42,60,000. Using throughput accounting, yes. Understand your optimum product mix. So what will I do? Yes, I will do selling price minus my material cost, that is variable cost excluding labor. It will be my throughput contribution per unit. Yes, divided by yes, my bottleneck resource per unit. Here it is machine hours per unit. I'll be getting my throughput per limiting factor, that is my throughput per machine hour. I will be getting. Yes, then whatever I am getting, I will again divide it by my factory cost per unit per limiting factor. I'll be getting my TA ratio. Look at this, everyone. Yes, throughput contribution per unit divided by machine hours per unit. I'll be getting throughput per machine hour. Again, I will divide it by my factory cost per machine hour. I'll be getting my TA ratio. Based on it, I'll be giving my ranking. So as per my ranking, product Z will be first product. Product D will be my second rank. That means maximum which one I should be producing? Product Z. But wait, here there is a twist. I have already accepted order for 400 units of Z and 1200 units of D. That means, can I do anything for the orders that I have already accepted? No. So what I'll tell is 4,000 hours is there, boss. Yes, 4,000 hours. I will first calculate 4,000 hours is there. Yes, in that Z, product Z, how many units order? 400 units order I have already accepted. I'll see how much time it will go. Again, I'm telling product D, 1200 units order I will have already accepted. I'll see how much time it will go. Yes, this will go off. Then I will get my balance hours. In this, I will allocate it again. I will tell, okay, boss, Z400 is already done. Now, how much more is needed? Because my maximum demand is 2,000. 400 is done. 1,600 can be done. So, while I try allocating, I'll get to know, okay, 1,600 cannot be done. Only 1,500 can be done. Based on that, I will, yes, come at my product mix. Z 1900, D 1200. Based on that, I will calculate what is the contribution. I know contribution per unit minus my factory cost. What is my profit? Is it clear, everyone? Yes, this is my first thing. Yes, I will see what is the maximum amount of profit, what is my optimum product mix and maximum profit that I can earn. Second question is again beautiful. They are telling, calculate the amount of profit lost due to accepting online orders. Now, because I have accepted online orders, how much profit I have lost? Now, how do I get that, student? Suppose I am telling simple example. Assume if there was no online order, my profit is 1,000. After accepting online order, yes, my profit is 800. That means how much profit is lost? 200 rupees. Yes or no, everyone? That means what I want? Yes, I want to know what is my profit if there is no online order minus what is my profit, yes, after there is online order. After there is online order, what is my profit? I have already calculated here. This I will write. That means I'll have to see my what is my profit if there is no online order. For the time being, I will assume there is no online order only. So which one I would have produced first? Z, maximum Z will produce based on whatever my limiting factor is there. Yes, based on 4,000 machine hours. Balance I will produce D. In that particular case, what is my profit? I will see. I will reduce, yes, my current profit. I will be arriving at how much profit I have lost, I have sacrificed because I have accepted online orders. Again, third part of the question is there. They are telling, tell us some options that can be followed to avoid any loss of profit. So what we have to do is product D, yes, TA ratio is less than 1. So we'll have to try to increase the TA ratio to more than 1. How? Either increase your selling price or reduce your material or operating cost, that is your variable cost, or improve efficiency. If you improve efficiency, time will get reduced. So obviously your TA ratio increases, or try to increase the bottleneck capacity so that, yes, there is no tension. Is it clear? If possible, prioritize production of product Z because it is already having a TA ratio of more than 1. If you want, you can also think of subcontracting or outsourcing. These are the most important areas. Some additional points are there. Yes, some other requirements of the question that also you can be seeing. Is it clear, everyone? So the next question that we are having is skill-based assessment question number 18, page 177. So kindly do one thing, students. Have a look at this question. Solution is going to be simple. You can just have a look at it once. Okay, you will get an idea about this. Yes, try this. Going to be a good question, but you guys can do it by yourselves. So I'm directly jumping to the next question. That is going to be skill-based assessment question number 25. Now, what is happening to produce a product? Two different processes is required. One is called as casting, one is called as bonding. Now, how things are happening, look at this. I will put my raw material cost is 1600 per unit. Yes, it goes into casting, after that it goes into bonding, it becomes a finished goods. For the finished goods, my final customer is paying 3600. That means what is my throughput contribution per unit, students? Throughput contribution is 2000 per unit. Fine, everyone. Now what is happening? Look at this. Yes, for casting, my capacity, how much casting I can do? 75,000 units casting I can do. But how much bonding I can do? Only 60,000. Now look at this, look at this, look at this. Yes, raw material, how much ever I want, I will get. Based on that, casting 75,000 I can do. But bonding can be done only for 60,000 units. That means ultimately how much finished goods can be produced and sold? Only 60,000 units. That means what is my bottleneck? Whether casting is my bottleneck, bonding is my bottleneck. Bonding is my bottleneck. That means if I have to improve first, which one will I try to improve first? Bonding is my bottleneck. So I will first try to improve my bonding process. Yes or no? Because of that, actually I am producing and selling 60,000 only. Casting, if I want, I can go up to 75,000. But there is no point because bonding can be done only for 60,000. Fine. Each motor rotor sells for 3,600. Material is 1,600. That means contribution is 2,000. Now, if I am going to come up with an improvement, where will I come up with the improvement, students? Bonding. Will I go for improvement in casting? No, because I am already having 75,000 capacity. Now, yes, we can come up with improvement in bonding. How much more bonding can be done? 750 units more bonding can be done. Yes, if I do that, I have to go for some improved jigs. For that additional 11.25 lakhs I have to pay. So, should I go for this or not? I'm telling, if I do bonding, that means finished goods can be produced. That means on every unit, I'll be getting 2000 contribution. On how many units I'll be getting, students? 750 extra units. So I'll tell 2000 per unit into 750 units will be my contribution. That will be my benefit. But to get this benefit, how much extra cost I have to pay? 11.25. I will compare the two. Net benefit will be positive. I'll tell, okay, proceed. Fine, everyone. Yes, all these situations are independent. Individually, we'll see. Suppose production manager of casting department is telling, yes, we can do, yes, casting faster, yes, more units casting we can do, but we'll have to pay 1,87,500. What we will tell, students? What we will tell? Will we agree for this? No, we'll tell already 75,000 casting itself my capacity I'm not in a position to utilize. Why will I go for additional units? Yes or no? So this is not my bottleneck. So I will not try to elevate the performance of my non-bottleneck. Is it clear? Yes. Now third thing, outside contractor, yes, he is telling I can do bonding for 9,000 units at the rate of 500. Should we accept? All situations are independent. I'll tell yes, obviously, what is my cost, students? 9,000 units at the rate of 500 is my cost. But what is my benefit? If bonding is done, casting can be done for 75,000 units. Yes, if bonding is done, that means I can sell 9,000 more units. Yes or no? 60,000 is already there, 9,000 more units I can sell. That means on 9,000 units, on every unit, how much contribution I'm getting? 2,000. That means still means on 9,000 units, I will still be having 1,500 net benefit. Is it clear, everyone? Fine. Next requirement of the question. Yes, company offers to do casting process for 3,000 units at the rate of 200 per unit. Half of the 400 per unit that it costs company to do the casting process in-house. Should we accept? Now, if we look at the data that is given in the question, the only variable cost that I am incurring is my direct material of 1,600. All other are my fixed cost. That means it is going to be irrelevant. So, yes, in my casting, they are telling 400 rupees, but it is my fixed cost, unavoidable. I cannot do anything about it. So, yes, that becomes irrelevant for decision making. Yes or no? So, this 400 per unit, whatever is that allocation of my current cost is there, that is irrelevant for my decision making. So, I'll tell, no boss, yes, currently, yes, whatever cost I'm incurring, now also I'll incur, future also I'll incur. But if I go for outside party, In future, 200 extra I'll have to pay. I will not go for that. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. Final two requirements of the question. Yes, these are beautiful students. Assume company is producing 1500 defective units in casting process. 1500 defects are produced in casting operation. What is the total cost? Now look at this, everyone. Yes, 1500 defects are happening where? In my casting process. What is my total cost? Pay attention. For every unit, before casting is happening, raw material I would have put. That means on every unit, 1600 raw material I have put, but in casting, it has become defective. That means what is my loss, students? 1600 per unit into 1500 units will be my loss. Is it clear, everyone? Now, next case. Yes, assume company is producing 1500 defective units in bonding operation. What is the total cost? Now, look at this. Yes, I have incurred a loss in my casting operation. Yes, whatever the material cost I've paid, that is gone. But will I be having any opportunity cost? No, I will not be having any opportunity cost. Why? Yes, because yes, my casting is not my limiting factor. It is not my bottleneck. Yes, I'm already having a capacity to produce 75,000 units. Yes or no? So even if I've committed a mistake in 1600 units, still yes, 73,400 units again I can produce. For bonding, how many units is needed? 60,000 perfect quality units is sufficient. So there is no sacrifice of my contribution because of the mistake that I have done. Only yes, material whatever I have incurred is gone, but there is no impact. Yes, there is no sacrifice of contribution because of my mistake. But in the same time, if a mistake happens in bonding, pay attention, students, pay attention. First case, assuming there is no mistake in bonding, 60,000 units is coming, 60,000 units I am processing in bonding, finished goods is happening. Second case, question is telling 1500 defective units are happening at bonding. Firstly, I will tell what all is my loss. Yes, in case of bonding, raw material 1600 per unit into 1500 units. Anyways, this is the amount I have paid, that is lost. Now what is happening? Where is defect happening? Bonding. That means casting is over. Bonding I have done for 1500 units, but by end of it, it has become defective. That means can I sell these goods? No. Bonding was anyways, yes, a limiting factor, a bottleneck. Yes or no? So previously I thought 60,000 I can sell. Now 1500 has gone. That means only 58,500 I can sell. That means whatever the contribution was there, my opportunity cost, 2000 per unit into 1500 will also be relevant. This is the total cost incurred. Is it clear, everyone? Beautiful question, could be asked for 20 marks. Yes, so have a look at the question, students. So the next question that we are having is calculation of customer's lifetime value. It's a simple concept, students. Yes, we'll be taking present value of all cash inflows minus present value of cash outflow. Yes, whatever the NPV will be getting, that itself is a customer's lifetime value. Simple question it is, you guys can solve. Yes, every year how much amount we are getting, that amount is available with us. Yes, the probability percentage is also available. So based on that, you can see how much net, yes, cash inflow we are getting. Calculate present value, you will be getting your customer's lifetime value. Try it by yourself, students. Yes, important question. Yes, but there is nothing worth explanation. So we are directly jumping to the next question, which is on, yes, service level threshold. What is happening? There is a company called Red Star Limited, but it is not good at attending the calls. So it hired another company, KABS, for attending the call. They enter a service level agreement. Yes, what is the service level threshold? They are telling 90/20 service level threshold has been prescribed. What does this 90/20 mean? It means 90% of the times, yes, KABS has to attend the call within 20 seconds. Customer has placed the call within 20 seconds. 90% of the calls has to be answered. Fine. Yes, in the month, what all happened? Yes, total how many calls came? 5,120 times. Yes, customer had called. In that, calls answered within threshold time, 4,850 calls were answered. Short or abandoned calls within the threshold time, within 20 seconds, some short calls were there, some wrong numbers. They called, they immediately cut. Obviously cannot be picked. 115. So we'll have to see whether my threshold is being met or not. So firstly, I'll tell what is my service level threshold. It is the activity response time, whichever is specified in my service level agreement. Yes, here it is 90/20, which means 90% of times answer the call within 20 seconds. Now, altogether 5,120 calls were there, but there were some abandoned calls. How many? 115. That means effectively how many calls were there? 5,005. All these 5,005 calls are answered. Yes, in that how many calls are answered within threshold time, within 20 seconds? 4,850. That means how many calls are answered after that. Could be that after 20 seconds we answered, or after that we call them back. How many such are there? 155. Now what was the requirement? Yes, 90% of the call should be answered within 20 seconds. Now altogether how many calls were answered? 5005. How many were answered within the time? 4850. That means how much percentage it comes down? It comes to 96.9%. What was our condition? 90 bar 20. 90% call should be answered. Have we answered? Yes, we have answered. So whether the service level threshold has been satisfied? Yes, it has been fulfilled. Now we are doing billing to our customer. For how many yes, for how many calls we'll be doing the billing, students? Is it for 4850 or 5005? Yes, ultimately for how much calls we have answered, how much service we have provided? 5005 calls. So we'll be billing for 5005 calls. Yes, because service level threshold itself tells if you answer 90% of call within time, it is sufficient. So altogether I have answered 5005 calls. Yes, minimum 90% at least I have answered within the threshold time, so I can bill for the entire 5005 calls. Is it clear, everyone? Yes or no, students? So we have the final question from this particular chapter, which is falling in our Super 100 questions. Yes, this is skill-based assessment question number 17, page 173. I'll give you a simple background. Yes, there is a hospital. In the hospital, there is a canteen. Yes, for the doctor, nurse, staff, etc. Currently, what they're doing is, yes, the complete canteen is being managed in-house only. So currently, when they're managing it in-house, altogether they're incurring a loss of 9,06,840. They're telling this is not my loss, this is my subsidy. Why? Because see, actually I can charge more from my people, from my doctors, from my nurse, etc., and I can recover this, but I don't want to charge more. So what I'm doing, I'm giving this as a subsidy to my employees, as a reduction, as a benefit to my employees. However, yes, the subsidy amount is very high. So they're having two different proposals. Proposal number one, either downsize the operation, yes, and cut down the choice to it. Currently, too many options we are giving. Yes, reduce some items. So automatically my cost gets reduced. Their objective is that their subsidy should be reduced by at least 50%. Fine, that is one proposal. Or else, yes, there is another person called as Annapurna Caterers. Outsource it to them. They will take care of the entire operations. So which we have to tell. First question is, should we downsize the operation or not? Yes, firstly we'll tell, boss, currently my overall loss, my subsidy is 9,06,840. Yes, my objective is at least by 50% it should reduce. That means it should come down, my loss should come down to at least 4,53,420. Now, if I downsize my operation, I will see what is my profit or loss. Nothing but my sales minus cost. Yes, my cost comes down to 2,79,840. From a loss of 9,06,000, it has come down to 2,79,000. So more than 50% reduction is there. So we'll tell, yes, if we want, we can go for downsizing, because my objective target that I will reduce my loss by 50% is achieved. However, some non-financial factors are there which I'll have to tell. Firstly, I'm downsizing my operation. That means what will I do of the employees who were there? That is one point. Second, yes, they're telling it is in a remote village area. So if any doctor was in an operation, busy in an operation, after that he comes, he's not having food. What will he do? Yes, again going to be a challenge. Yes, this is what is the first part of the question. They're telling there is one more proposal. I can outsource it completely to Annapurna. If I'm outsourcing, what will happen? I will see what is the revenue I'm getting minus what is my cost, what is my profit. Ultimately, yes, if I'm outsourcing it, I'll be having a profit of 22,900. Look at this. Previously, there was a loss of 9 lakh. Then the loss can come down to 2.8 lakh. Now here I'll be having a profit. So from a financial perspective, what should I do? Should I downsize my operation or outsource? I will obviously tell outsource. But again, yes, qualitative factors will come into picture, telling, okay, how good the food is. Yes, whether is it hygienic or not, whether they will provide it on time or not. All those things will have to be done. Is it clear? Calculations you guys can do, students. Obviously, profit or loss, it is nothing but your revenue minus cost. You will be getting your calculation. Okay. Yes, this was the question, my dear students. So with this, my dear students, we have finished a quick recap of all important adjustments of the important chapters from the chapter Modern Business Environment. Yes, the objective is to finish all the important adjustments in 30 to 40 minutes. So we have done that. Now the notes of these particular files are available on our Telegram channel Think with Tabish. You can access it from there. And if you want any resource for CA intercosting or CA final SCMP, be it the concept videos, be it the question discussion, all of them are available on our YouTube channel Think with Tabish. If you want to register for the classes, Yes, you have the website link www.thinkwithtabish.com. If you felt the video was useful, do like the video, do put down your comments, do share it to all your friends. Yes, it will make the YouTube algorithm happy. It will give motivation to work us for work as well. With this, we end the session. See you on the next session. Until then, keep studying, keep smiling, keep working hard, keep making your parents proud. And see you for the next video. Have a great day, students.